watch daily videos, and ace your GRE preparation. Don't forget to click on the bell icon and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, hi guys, this is Aishwarya once again and welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about 7 must-write pointers for a perfect letter of recommendation. Okay, so when you are reaching out to recommenders and they are writing it for you, or they are giving you some pointers so that you can frame it up. So what are the 7 must include pointers that you have to include in your letter of recommendation? That is something that I'm going to talk to you about. Okay, but before that, if you are enjoying all my videos, all you have to do is you have to hit the bell icon so that you get daily notifications of any video that I do. And at the same time, you can like, share, subscribe and comment below and let me know that which other videos you actually want me to do. Okay, and the live lectures, as you guys know, every Monday and Friday are taken by GRE toppers. Monday it's GRE Quants 8 to 9 and Friday it's 8 to 9 GRE Verbal. Okay, so that is something, the link is given in the description below. You can use the coupon code GREKing50 and you can actually avail some discounts as well. Okay, so let's begin with today's video. First and the most important pointer in writing a perfect letter of recommendation is choose your recommenders wisely. Okay, so you have to ensure that universities ideally asked for sometimes 2 letter of recommendations or sometimes 3 letter of recommendations. So if you are a recent graduate, you have just graduated, you don't have a professional experience, so then it's okay to have 2 and all 3 letter of recommendations from your professors. Okay, but ideally what I would recommend is, if you have done an internship, so 2 can be academic letter of recommendation and 1 can be from the internship that you have actually done. Okay, so that's very important. But if you have good amount of work experience, like 1 years, 2 years, so ensure that along with your if 2 are from your academic professors, 1 is from the professional experience that you have. So maybe your immediate manager or somebody that who knows you well in the corporate world. So that is something that you have to ensure that you take those recommendations from these people. Okay, so choose them wisely. They have to be the people who know you really well and who would actually write about your accomplishments and about the work that you have done with them. Okay, so that's very important. Moving ahead to the second point is, letter of recommendation should align to your statement of purpose. Okay, so what all things you have written in your statement of purpose, I'm not saying that same exact it has to be there, but the potential that you have demonstrated, the interest that you have shown about a particular field in your statement of purpose, at least your professors should know that, so that they can align it accordingly. Okay, so it should not be like your statement of purpose talks about your interest in comp science or maybe robotics or something, and when you are writing your letter of recommendation, professor is writing about some electronic stuff. So it should not be haywire, it should align to actually what your statement of purpose is. Okay, the next important and the third point that you have to keep in mind is, make sure your recommender knows you well. Okay, because what happens is, first of all, knows you well, because then only he'll be able to actually write about your contribution to the project that you have done with the person, or how well a professor knows you. But at the same time, it's a long process that you ask for a recommendation, the professor writes a recommendation. Sometimes some universities send an email to the recommender in a format which is a it's a form, kind of a format, wherein they have to rate you in certain aspects, and then again they send you back. Along with that, they have to send a letter of recommendation. So it's a matter of building a relationship also. So the people who know you really well and who are willing to devote that much amount of time for you, so choose your recommenders in that sense, that they should also know you well, and they should be willing and very positive about writing a letter of recommendation for you. Okay, moving ahead with the fourth point that you have to keep in mind while writing your LOR is, it should mention specific instances of your work with the recommender. Okay, so that's very important. You have to give, the recommender has to give examples, or if he's telling you that you can mention, if you are writing it and he's telling you that you can mention about X, Y and Z projects that you did with me, So because he is the one who is going to authenticate it, okay, so there should not be any false information. And at the same time, you have to describe examples of how you worked for the professor or for the manager, and how you contributed to a particular project. Okay, so there should be examples very specific of what you did and how you did it and how it helped the recommender. Okay, so that is something that you have to keep in mind. Moving ahead to the next point is LOR must rank you in relation to your colleagues or batchmates. Okay, so a letter of recommendation, whenever a professor writes, so you might have seen that this person, I would rate this person like in the top 10% of the class. Or maybe if your immediate manager is writing that out of the top 10% of the colleagues, this person standouts there. So there has to be a ranking mechanism, which is a very important factor when a LOR is concerned. So whoever is writing it for you, so what you can do is like you can actually brief them that this is something, these are the must do things that I would want you to actually inculcate in the LOR. Okay, which is very considerable, because when somebody is reading it, and if there are some numbers, there are some metrics which are related to your performance, so that always gives a very good impression. Okay, moving ahead to the next point, and the sixth point is LOR must speak about your potential in the field you are planning to pursue. Okay, so when you are planning to pursue somewhere like your MBA or your MS, and your recommenders should authenticate that you have the desired amount of potential, because they have seen you being motivated and passionate about a particular subject, and they approve of that you are going to do a great job. Okay, so that is something which is very important, and it has to be mentioned in your letter of recommendation. That has to be written by your whoever the recommender is. Okay, moving ahead to the last but not the least, and the very important point is, again, proofread and submit the LOR as desired by the university. Inform the recommender to confirm the submission. Now I'll tell you what happens. Okay, now as I mentioned that sometimes some of the universities send the professors a form in which they have to rate you in certain aspects, and along with that they also have to upload a letter of recommendation. Okay, now once they upload a letter of recommendation, usually in your portal it shows that they have submitted. Okay, so sometimes what happens is that your letter of recommendation is ready, but the professor or the immediate manager or whoever your recommender is, he might be very busy, and he actually has not confirmed, like he has submitted, or maybe he has submitted your letter of recommendation, but there was a form he has to fill which he hasn't filled. So that will not authenticate your application, or your application stands incomplete in that case. Okay, so be in constant touch with your recommender and inform that unless and until you see that submitted signal on your portal in your application, so you have to be in constant touch with the person. Okay, so that is something again which is very important that you have to keep in mind. So these were the 7 must do things, or 7 must include pointers when you are writing, or when your recommender is writing a letter of recommendation. Okay, so this was all from my end. I will see you in the next lecture. If you like the video, do like, share and comment below, and let me know what's the next thing that I should make a video on. Okay, and there is a link of the course given below. Mondays, Fridays 8 to 9. You can use coupon code GREKING50. Okay, so this is Aishwarya signing off, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.